Ban Rak Thai, also known as Mae Aw, is an idyllic village with Chinese heritage located in the Mae Hong Son Province in Northern Thailand, close to the border with Myanmar. In fact, our accommodation was less than a kilometre from the border of Myanmar. Distance-wise, the place is about 40 kilometres from Mae Hong Son town or 250 kilometres from Chiang Mai. The name Ban Rak Thai translates into English as the village that loves Thai. Ban Rak Thai is definitely one of the prettiest villages you can come across in Thailand. The village can be reached by car or motorcycle. The road to the village is scenic with plenty of stops along the route where travelers can enjoy the spectacular views of the mountains and valleys. We had rented a car in Chiang Mai to drive the Mae Hong Son Loop in a week in January 2025. Mae Hong Son Loop is a motorcyclist dream with the 1,364 curves along the more than 600 kilometers long loop starting and ending in Chiang Mai. It is a circular route in northern Thailand in very mountainous terrain. At one of the many mountain passes we came across these guys driving their large motorbikes from Phnom Penh in Cambodia.
Em thích cái bán đó không? Em kiến nick này chứ. Em chết một tàu giống cái bán đó không? Cô em chết một tàu giống bán này. Rất có chắc là dài tới lại này. Bán nắng cái bán đó. Bán cũng chia hay nè.
Besides, we observed a couple of Swiss motorcycles, one of them an Ural bike with sidecar and a dog inside the sidecar. We enjoyed our tour up and down the mountain passes and had a stop on many of them just to take a break and enjoy the fantastic views. We followed Route 1095 from Pai up and down 6 mountain passes. The drive from Pai was sublime with absolutely amazing roads, very steep and hundreds of very tight turns. When we took off from 1095, the road just went up, up and up. In Ban Rak Thai, there is one road in, one road out. This village is a little gem and located at around 1,800 meters above sea level and enjoys a cold climate and fresh air year-round. There is a variety of accommodations in Ban Rak Thai, from cozy guest houses to luxury resorts. We had booked 2 nights here at Dawan Sai Resort, around 400 meters up in the valley north of the lake and the village center. The accommodation choice in Ban Rak Thai is not overly expensive and is generally much cleaner and better maintained than in other areas of Thailand. We loved our accommodation. It suited our demands, not too far away from the village center and lake, but away from the hustle and bustle and crowd of tourists. A reasonable price for our budget and some nice hosting. The location on the sunny side of the valley was perfect, and we appreciated the quiet and rural surroundings.
Willst du fahren? 500 Kubik? Ich auch nicht.
Ban Rak Thai Lake, officially known as Kuen Nai Mok Reservoir or Mae Sang Na, is right in the center of the village. It is so picturesque and it really does not feel like it belongs in Thailand. The lake is surrounded by mountains, and in the early morning you will see the fog lifting from the surface. This spot is cinematic, like something straight out of a movie. The best time to take a boat tour on the lake is in the early evening, when you will see the entire mountainside illuminated with Chinese lanterns, or early morning around sunrise when you can drift through the dreamy mist. You can book the boats in person by heading down to the lake. The cost is around 500 baht for an hour's charter, but it depends on the number of people. Each boat can hold 4 guests plus the skipper. There is not really anywhere to go on the boats. You just slowly drift around on the Ban Rak Thai lake. These boats have a tiny table and chair set where you can sit and sip on the complimentary hot tea as you cruise around. There is no engine noise as the skipper paddles through the water, and it is so peaceful. Our paddler was a young Burmese boy. He and his friend took half of our tour on the lake each. We paid 400 baht for a tour of 45 minutes on the lake. After 20 minutes on the lake, the paddlers changed. Both were young Burmese boys, aged 14 and 15, and they only got a total of 80 baht in salary from the tour. We sure did not find this fair, and gave both paddlers a reasonable amount of tips.
Da steht 40 Grad in der Sonne, das stimmt aber nicht. There are many accommodations around the lake, but we prefer to stay a bit away from the hustle and bustle around the lake. Many of these offer stunning views of the lake or mountains, providing guests with a relaxing atmosphere where they can enjoy the nature and tranquility of the village. Located right at the middle of a hillside tea plantation, you will find cottage-type guest houses made from mud and influenced by Chinese culture. Ban Rak Thai is a small village, and the most popular hotel is Village That Thai, located right at the middle of hillside tea plantations. If you stay here, besides a great view of the lake and overlooking the village, you will actually see farmer harvest tea leaves a few meters away from you. For those who do not stay here, you can enter to take pictures of the tea garden and the pink blossom flowers after 9 a.m. with an entrance fee of 20 baht per person. Another recommended hotel at Ban Rak Thai is Rak Thai Resort, located amidst tea plantation on hillside overlooking the lake. Rak Thai Resort offers breathtaking views that transform throughout the day. Witness the magic of starry night sky from your balcony. Followed by the mesmerizing sight of a misty lake and a stunning sunrise the next morning. In front of the hotel there is a fake mini copy of the Chinese Wall. There are 2 campsites right next to the lake in Ban Rak Thai. No reservation is needed, and you can rent a tent on site for one of the most scenic places to sleep in Ban Rak Thai.
But if you like a large, luxurious hotel with a magnificent view over the lake direct from your window, I think Rak Thai Resort is recommended. It was not what we wanted or could afford. This sleepy village is famous for its breathtaking views and tea cultivation. Because of its remote location, the village was almost unknown to foreign tourists. The majority of tourists we saw here were actually Thai. The border to Myanmar lies less than a kilometre up in the hillside above the village and lake. You spot an attraction called the Empty Hut on Google Maps. It was located just 600 meters up the road from our accommodation. I launched my drone and flew over the hut and the border into Myanmar. Luckily, the drone returned to Thailand. This hut has a solid profile of 5-star reviews. I'm not sure who posted it to Google in the first place, or why. It is literally nothing more than an empty hut on the road up to the border. Pleasantly surprised, definitely the best hut in Southeast Asia, is one of the reviews. Top 3 huts I've ever visited, writes another visitor. Well, the empty hut was indeed empty, and I'm empty of words of these guys making jokes on Google Maps. Historically, Ban Rak Thai is a Thai-Chinese village founded by former Kuomintang soldiers and nationalists who migrated from Yunnan province in China after the communist takeover in China in 1949. These soldiers and their families settled in the area and established a village with a strong Chinese identity. The culture, traditions and language of the inhabitants reflect their Chinese origins, and the Chinese language is still prevalent among the population. The village is known for its authentic Chinese architecture, with houses built in the traditional style and decorated with red lanterns and ornate details. The Chinese roots are also evident in the village's food traditions, where you can enjoy delicious dishes such as dim sum, fried rice and vegetable dishes made with local ingredients. Ban Rak Thai has a population of less than 1,000 people. Today the place is still heavily influenced by the Old Chinese. There are many signs both in Chinese and Thai. Buildings are Chinese styles, and much of the population speaks a heavily accented version of Mandarin Chinese. Even with the Chinese culture, architecture and heritage of Ban Rak Thai, the villagers have all completely adapted to the Thai lifestyle, with all the people here speaking fluent Thai as their native language. This is an electrical tricycle, samlor in Thai, decorated in the style of ancient Chinese vehicles. The driver will take you around the village and the lake, park at highlight spots for taking photos, and also serve as a photographer for you. Ban Rak Thai is surrounded by magnificent scenery and attracts visitors from all over the world. The village's lake is a popular spot for boat rentals and fishing, and the surrounding mountains offer opportunities for hiking and bird watching. The mild climate and fresh mountain air make Ban Rak Thai an ideal destination for those seeking relaxation and recreation. If you get up early in the morning, you will see the iconic fog lifting from the village lake. The fog is caused when warm, moist air rises into the mountains where Ban Rak Thai is situated, and then cools due to the low overnight temperatures, mixing with water which is released from the trees. Due to the low temperatures, this then condenses into the sea of fog you'll see around the lake. The fog can even form actual clouds if the air continues to rise. On a clear and sunny day like this, we just had to stroll around the lake, breathe in the fresh air, enjoy the fabulous view, and keep in mind that this was an exploration we would remember for a long, long time. Unfortunately, we were not allowed to follow the lakeshore all around due to some private areas, but that certainly did not spoil our tour. The cold season, which runs from November to mid-February, is the best time to visit Ban Rak Thai and other beautiful places in northern Thailand. The daytime is warm and cold during the evening and night. You can walk around in shorts and shirt in the daytime, but you will need a sweater or jacket after sunset. The rainy season from June to October is also a great time to visit, as this is when the mountains and scenery have their deepest green, lush colors. The view of the amazing sea of clouds across the valleys is also the most apparent during this time. When visiting Ban Rak Thai, we recommend bringing comfortable clothes and footwear, especially if you plan to explore the surrounding mountains. The temperature can vary throughout the day, so it's a good idea to dress in layers. Do not forget your camera, as there are countless photo opportunities in this beautiful village. Ban Rak Thai is a fantastic destination that combines rich cultural heritage with spectacular scenery.
One of the village's most prominent industries is tea production, with lush and aromatic tea plantations thanks to the mountainous landscape and cool climate. The Chinese descendants have passed on their knowledge of tea production, and Ban Rak Thai is known for its high-quality oolong tea. Visitors can learn about the tea process and taste different tea varieties at the local tea plantations. Originally, the mountain range would have been overgrown and nowhere near as pretty as it is today. The Chinese immigrants who settled here brought with them tea and began to grow and expand plantations in the area. Not only do the tea plantations look so pretty in the mountains, but they are practical too, as a source of income for the people of Ban Rak Thai. The region is Thailand's biggest tea exporter, with over 50% of the tea grown in Ban Rak Thai being exported to mainland China. There are gift shops where you can buy souvenir teapots and the tea itself. There is even an annual tea tasting festival if you are lucky enough to be visiting during the month of February. The tea plantation at the Lirak Wine Resort is open to guests to stroll through and look around. Many of the shops in the village offer Chinese costumes for rental, and it is a popular trend for visitors to have their photos taken in these costumes. We saw quite a lot of people nicely dressed up in colorful, lovely Chinese outfits, both in the boats on the lake and in the streets when we strolled along there in the evening. Every evening the campsite along the lake shore was full. People seemed to enjoy these camps along the lake with this stunning view. Along the lake shore are some cafes and restaurants offering a fantastic panoramic view of the lake. Ban Rak Thai is well known for its tea products. Simply sit down and sip a cup of tea at one of the tea houses. They are offering a variety of homegrown tea leaves. The restaurants here also serve Yunnan-style Chinese food as well as locally brewed fruit wine using the Chinese-style clay pots. They are making a few different wines, sweet and dry, from fruits, pineapple, plum, peach, etc.
Alle zijn ja aus wie Mickey Mouse hier. Alle mit Mickey Mouse Mütze.
Whether you are a history enthusiast, nature lover, or someone seeking relaxation, this charming village will give you an experience you won't soon forget. I often wondered if we really were in Thailand. The village here in Northern Thailand is so Yunnan inspired that you might think you are in China.
Walking along the lake in the evening also get me remember our trip to Vietnam last year, visiting the lovely village Hoi An with all the lanterns and the lit up barges and canoes on the canal at night. The lake was full of barges with red giant lanterns every evening as soon as it was dark. We were frozen when we found our way back to the resort late in the evening. It was only 13 degrees in the evening and night here, unusually cold for Thailand to be. I had to smile when I saw the Thais here wearing fur hats with mouse ears. They look like Mickey Mouse, the whole gang.
If you have not guessed already, we absolutely love Ban Rak Thai, and I hope to be able to return one day. There isn't much going on in this village, and it's not an easy place to get to. But if you're willing to travel and go off the beaten track, then it's a rewarding place to visit. I hope this video gives you some idea what is to see here in maybe Thailand's prettiest village.